Hey guys, today we're out to feed some chilies. I'll take you through what we've got in the garden. Tom will taste test some for us. We'll give him the really hot ones. And I'll show you how we're trying to take care of this raised bed that we've got all of our chilies in so we get a really good harvest. So here's the raised bed. We're growing 18 plants in the square foot gardening method. And so this is a 3x6. 3 rows, 6 spots, 1 plant per square foot. And if I'm looking at what's in here, it's actually doing really well. We've got a number of plants at various growth stages. On the outside we have a lot of our mild stuff. We tried to do a little bit of order, so if we lost the name tags we'd know if we wanted something that wasn't quite so hot, go to the outside, inside and far side, super hot. As you can see, they've got heaps of fruit. So in terms of what we put in the garden and when we prepared this bed, we actually just used bagged potting mix, and we did a 50-50 mix of potting mix and compost. When we planted it, we put superphosphate underneath, little granules of the plants. That really helps root development, and root development for these things is really, really important. A really healthy root system will help bring up all the nutrients, and because we wanted to actually try and maximize our crop and minimize blossom drop, we wanted to try and give that root system the best chance possible. Over the season I've been feeding it with TUI Performance Naturals on a kind of fortnightly basis just to give it a quick liquid feed, and we're about to feed them some granular fertilizer as well. When in a raised bed, we've had so much rain here in Auckland that all we've had is water going through, so it's obviously going to wash all the nutrients that are in the soil away and make it a little bit harder for these plants to feed themselves. And in the past couple of days I've noticed a little bit of blossom drop and some fruits falling off. Now I know that that's simply because the soil just needs a little bit more. We'll give it an instant boost with the Performance Naturals, and then we'll give it the granular boost with our food. I mean, these guys are loaded, and at the end we might even get Tom to give us a taste test of what we've got on here that's ready. Even the super hots, yeah? This one here is a habanero. Quite a nice uniform but dimpled appearance, and you can see it's not a super hot because the surface of the skin isn't really that gnarled. This one here is a ghost chilli. When you have a look at the pods, if you can see, they've got a bit of brown at the top, and the actual surface of the chilli is a little bit puckered and wrinkled. So if you see something like this that's obviously not rotten, then this indicates that it is going to be a really hot one. This one here is a California Reaper. Going to be a red one as well. Also one of the hottest chilies you can get. If you're cutting these, make sure you wear gloves. Don't touch your eyeballs or any other part of yourself. Another habanero here. This one here is a ricotta, otherwise known as a tree chili. We gave it the corner spot because these things can grow up to 1 meter tall and 1 meter wide, and they've got some pretty amazing fruit. They're huge. Haven't found a hot one yet, but apparently you can get a surprise. In the middle here, this is a padron. This one here Tom's been trying and hasn't found a hot one yet, but apparently it's a bit of a lucky dip. We've got yummy jalapenos. I like jalapenos because they're hot but they don't just linger in your mouth and basically burn your mouth down. More jalapenos. This is a chili fire, also known as kind of like a bird's eye chili or a Thai chili. As you can see here, long, slim, beautiful red chili. They taste great, red or green. The redder they get, the hotter they are. Hungarian hot wax. This one here. This is getting huge chilies. So they're long, fat, and varied in colour. And here's a Serrano. This one is starting to grow quite big. This can be quite a big plant as well. They've got jalapeno-esque looking chilies, but they're nowhere near as hot. On the front here, we've got some immature ones. These were the seedlings that we purchased from a private grower, and they started off very small. So we've got a chocolate Reaper. This is from the Carolina Reaper family, or the Reaper family of chilies. This one's supposed to be brown. We've got a big black mama, supposed to be very hot as well. This is a peach ghost chili. I'm really looking forward to seeing what these ones look like. We've got a yellow Reaper. There's a kind of pattern forming here. Tom loves the really hot ones. This is my favorite because it looks so pretty and so different. This is a black pearl or a black olive chili, and on the top here you can see little chili starting to develop. These ones grow upwards. You can see the little black pearls there. They're so pretty. And you can eat them either at this stage or at the red stage. And here is a pretty looking cayenne. This one here Tom's been using in our guacamole and eating. Quite a nice eating chili, if you can call a chili that. He'll eat it like a capsicum. So that's the tour of the bed, and now we're going to feed it. So this is the feed bucket. Well, the bucket I've got its food in. We've got the Tui Performance Naturals. This is the liquid fertilizer, so rapid results, as natural as we can possibly get. And I'm using a watering can here. It is a... Hi Dio! Should we feed you? 2 capfuls in 2.5 gallons of water, or I think on the other side we've got metric, 2 capfuls into 10 litres of water. And I've also got a granular fertiliser in there, just the Tui General Garden fertiliser, and so about a cup per square metre of garden when you are feeding or maintaining feed throughout the season. So we'll do that, scratch it in, should be good. So I'm just going to sprinkle it around the middle, kind of like the drip line, so their roots will have grown out this far. Squeaky shoe. When you've got your granular fertiliser in, all you need to do... Oh, I found some grass. This stuff is growing even though we put weed mat down. It's driving me crazy. You just get in and just scratch it into the surface. Just a little bit like that. Really important that you don't put any fertiliser onto any stressed or incredibly dry soil. So we've had a lot of rain, so it's a great time to put it in. And I'm going to be watering, as I said, with this fertiliser here. So what we'll do is we'll get the Nature's N and we'll just kind of pour it around the base of the plants. This bed's on a bit of a lean, so everything kind of runs down. And now we get to harvest them, and Tom's going to taste them and tell us what he thinks in terms of how hot they are and whether he wants to have another one whole. Let's see how sweaty we can make him. Okay, so here we have the Padron, the Jalapeno, the Cayenne, the Hungarian Hot Wax. It's like C for chili. The Thai Fire, the Scotch Bonnet, and the Ghost Chili. Now in theory that should be the order of heat. I'm thinking maybe the Ghost on the end might be a little bit less hot because it hasn't got the red.
Hopefully. Okay, so I'm not going to eat them all. I'm going to save the rest for my lunch. This one's yummy and sweet and no heat at all.
That's the jalapeno, this one.
Jalapeno. It's got a little bit of heat in it. I like them though, they're nice.
That's a cayenne.
I have used these kinds before in our cooking, and I've sliced bits, and they are reasonably hot. They're good, like nice hot. This is actually sweet when you bite into it. It's like a sweet yellow, reddish, orange capsicum, and then you get a little bit of hot. Alright, this one's got a red tip. For some reason this one goes here. There's no heat in it at all. This one I've tried as well before. This is good. Delicious. That would go with the jalapeno though. Oh, and now we're getting hotter. Now I'm going to do the nibbles.
This is the Scotch Bonnet.
You can immediately taste the heat. You bite into it It's got like that deep oily, you know, like, I don't know oily, but the oils in it, I guess, whatever it is, immediately hit you away. Yeah, that's hot, but
Leo's here.
still
You
good
can't have
hot.
a chili dog.
And I'm only going to do a nibble on this one because I don't really want to kill myself.
Although it's green, it might not be as hot.
Also, most of the heat is apparently in the pulp.
You might have
Towards
to take a
the
bigger
end,
nibble
so-
then.
So really you should be thinking about from like where all the white is. Like,
Where
yeah.
the seeds are, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, because it's a mature. Yeah, so because it's a mature, it's not quite as hot as the habanero yet. This one is,
That's a Scotch bonnet, that one.
sorry, Scotch bonnet. Out of all these ones right now, I would say this is kind of the order. These ones no heat, these ones have nice heat, these ones are hotter, and that's the hottest, but delicious. The red ones have so much flavor. This one, ooh, it's sweet. You want to try?
No, I'm all good, thank you.
And this one, it's so like you bite into it, it's like a red capsicum, like a nice ripe. Yeah.
So that's one of the cool things. Gross and chilies make your partner taste them. You don't have to. So there you go, we're done. They're fed. We've tasted them. We've taken the weird grass out that keeps growing in there. Check back in for another update. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll bring you back along for the next time we taste them. And in the comments, what's your favourite chili and what's the one that you find way too hot to eat?